I started March 23rd of this year, and I have closed a little over $100,000 in, I'll call it month one sales. So we bill out on a monthly fee. So even though it's $102,000, the actual value of those contracts are generally, like I said, 8 months or more. So you can multiply that $102,000 by 8 or more for the full contract, for the full value of those contracts. So that's getting close to $1 million.
Welcome to Sales Secrets with Brandon Bornancin. On the daily, Brandon shares new secrets to help maximize sales and make more money today. Never miss a show by hitting the subscribe button now.
Hey everyone, what's going on? Thanks for joining us. We are thrilled to congratulate Cooper Krauss, our newest six-figure President's Club winner. Cooper, what's going on? Happy Wednesday.
What's up, man? You know how to make somebody feel good. Holy cow.
Hey, man. Well, look, we're thrilled. Congratulations. I can't wait to dive in. So you are one of our newest six-figure President's Club winners, and we're going to go into your story and present you with the award. But before we do that, can you share with the audience, your name, your title, your role, what you sell, who you sell for real quick?
Yeah, absolutely. So my name's Cooper Krauss. I'm Global Sales Director at Full Scale. We're a Kansas City-based software development firm. We help startups and small businesses build remote development teams quickly and affordably. We've got a team of 200 developers that sit in Cebu City, Philippines. It's the second biggest metro behind Manila down there. Our founders, Matt DeCourcy and Matt Watson, they've built and sold tech companies for about 15 years and have leveraged remote development resources. And so through that experience, they noticed some issues with communication, scheduling conflicts, and resource allocation, meaning a lot of development firms will use a shared resource model. Like you hire a developer and they might have 5 or 6 clients. So what we do is called guided development. And essentially our developers become an extension of your team on a full-time dedicated basis, 160 hours a month. So there's that focus, and that scheduling conflict situation goes away. So that's what we do. We target, as I mentioned, startups and small businesses. Our founders come from the startup space, so we like to give back in that regard. Been around for 2 years, quickly grown to a team of 200, provided over 400,000 hours of client service.
2 years? 0 to 200?
Yeah.
That's insane.
Yep. Yeah, we've grown a lot. Our founders are awesome leaders. One guy sold a company for $150 million back in 2012. Another one, he's written 3 best-selling books on entrepreneurship. They co-host a podcast that's top 20 for entrepreneurship called The Startup Hustle. So they understand how this works, and I'm just lucky enough to be a part of the rocket. So yeah,
that's amazing. That's amazing. So and then what is the cost? If a startup, mid-sized company, whatever you name it, wants to hire a team with you, like what's the average deal size per month, per year?
So I'll say the average seat, the average developer price per month is roughly about $3,900 a month. So call it $4,000. So call that $48,000 a year if you utilize a team member for
$50,000 a year essentially per person that they hire. And I bet you, because I've used these companies before, like you typically want to at least have 2 or 4. Like you kind of want pair programmers.
Yep.
Don't you want to hire a team?
Yeah, most of our accounts are 3 to 4 seats, and most of those accounts
that makes sense.
Most of those engagements are 8 months plus. We really, honestly, ideal for us is looking at us like your software development team. If you were going to hire somebody permanently, we are the employer of your software developers, and they just they snap right into your squad.
That's awesome. Yeah, when I've built different products, I've worked I just love that model because it helps you just spin up development instantly, essentially. That's amazing. So Full Scale, Cooper, tell me about the journey, the journey from before Seamless, the struggles, the issues that you were going through, the pain, and then how did you hear about Seamless and then the success and the results? I'd love to just understand that.
Yeah, so my struggles existed pre-Full Scale. So before I joined Full Scale, I had always worked for large publicly traded, huge enterprises in corporate sales roles that the processes were very lined out. They use certain tools, and turning that ship was really difficult to get them to do other things. So I had, for the last 5.5 years, my entire sales career, I had always gone through really manual lead generation and finding out who to call. I mean, one of my biggest clients ever started in my previous role, started out as cold calling through the directory and getting the CFO on the phone. So that was my experience. So then
just like randomly asking, hey, can you connect me to the CFO? Well,
there was a lot like that, but then there were also quite a few directories now will say, if you know the party of the person, the last name of the person you're trying to reach. And then some companies will say, okay, here's their extension. Like the automation will give you the extension. So I would just go through and take note of all the extensions of the people that I wanted to talk to. So that was really, really arduous, but it also cut your teeth. I think it makes you ready for the crappy days that sales can hand you. But, so I got here, and our CEO, DeCourcy, he had already purchased Seamless because, without going too far into detail, because we're still working on it and it's not fully there yet, but we are actually building internally, because we're a software development firm, we're building a machine learning algorithm that will monitor where our leads hang out and other factors around, is this company about to get funded? Did they just get funded?
Oh, that's cool.
And so within that database, we've got 75,000 contacts, all of which come from Seamless. Awesome. So we're using Seamless to feed that system, and then eventually that'll pour back out, connect into Salesforce, and give us, and we've also built a ranking system against that based off some criteria that we've determined makes sense. And so it'll tell us, here are your high priority leads, but that data is coming from Seamless.
Yeah. I love to hear how the Seamless was the engine to go from 0 to 200 with the right team, the right tech, and the right strategy. So you come in, you're in this painful manual dial by name directory, calling the corporate lines. You get here, they've got this kind of like engine cranking.
Yeah.
What was the experience like when you first like got into the booth?
Well, I mean, I was for several months. There were two things that blew my mind, and I would always like ping my CEO about it on Slack. One was how good of a job they do. The marketing engine they've created to generate inbound leads through our contact form is something. Again, I've always done grassroots, build a book on your own, and they've got inbound leads coming. I've never been used to that, so I'm like, this is incredible. I feel like it's already a done deal. And then secondly was the ability to, on LinkedIn, click find all, and then, because with the Seamless plugin, and especially within Sales Navigator, like I use Sales Navigator, hit find all, and I can filter by what I want, and it puts all those people up there for me, and then import all with the Salesforce connection, because we've got it connected to Salesforce. Yeah. I mean, that just blew it's still, I love to, we hired a second sales guy, and training him on that was a blast. So,
his mind was probably blown, right?
Oh my gosh. Yeah. And that's what makes it so.
And that plugin, how long would it take to go? Like if you had to research 25 people, because on a page, you could research up to 25 people instantly, right?
Right.
How long would it take you before to do 25 contacts researched with name, title, company, email, phone, and then get that data into Salesforce, and then doing it with Seamless, how long it took you?
I mean, it probably would take me 3 to 5 minutes a person manually. I mean, and that's if you get lucky and find everything right.
Yeah. I was about to say, it sounds like that's like if you nail it perfectly, right?
Yeah. Probably even longer. And then with Seamless, I just recorded a video the other day. And I think from finding a lead on LinkedIn, then going to that company, and then going to their employee listing, finding the people I want with Seamless, importing them to Salesforce, and then adding them into Salesforce the cadence that we have for those types of leads, I think it took me like 37 or 38 seconds.
Awesome.
And did that with over 20 people. So, yeah, I mean, it's definitely a game changer for sure.
Do you have auto import turned on? Because the auto import to Salesforce feature. So right when you research someone in that platform, if you have Salesforce auto import turned on, it will automatically dupe check and import them into Salesforce. So you don't need to do any other clicks. I was just curious if you've got that turned on yet.
No, I haven't got it turned on because the only people that we want to talk to are people like you, like founders, CEOs, CTOs. That's because we focus on smaller businesses. That's who we want to speak with. And on that front page of LinkedIn or whatever it may be, there may be a lot of people on there that we don't want in Salesforce. Like I'm an absolute maniac about clean data.
I love that. It's awesome.
I don't want like a director of marketing in Salesforce ever, because that will never be my buyer. So, but again, because we only focus on startups and small businesses for now, the decision makers, there's usually like four or five max. And so it doesn't take long to find who those 4 or 5 people are when you filter by the right function and things like that in LinkedIn. Awesome. And then it's, 4 or 5 clicks, which is again, a fraction, small fraction of the time.
And then so absolutely amazing, right? To be able to quickly ramp, train, sell, hire, prospect, fill the funnel, book appointments, close sales. Tell us about the results. Tell us about the success that you've been able to generate.
Yeah. So I started March 23rd of this year, and I have closed a little over $100,000 in, I'll call it month one sales. So we bill out on a monthly fee. So even though it's $102,000, the actual value of those contracts are generally, like I said, 8 months or more. So you can multiply that $102,000 by 8 or more for the full contract, for the full value of those contracts. So that's getting close to $1 million. And that's in like 4.5 months.
Dude,
so yeah.
Congratulations, man. That's absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
That's huge.
It feels good, man. Yeah. I have to give a lot of credit to our leaders. I mean, they've got a lot of reach, and when I call, people know who they are. So that certainly helps. But regardless, the ability to get people in the system quickly and then get a hold of them, that falls on Seamless, and that's been really helpful.
Wow. Well, hey, on behalf of the entire team at Seamless for generating over $800K in sales, man, congratulations. Welcome to the 6-Figure Presidents Club. And on behalf of the team, we are thrilled. This is why we started this company, to maximize your potential and to help you connect opportunity faster than ever before. We can't wait to get your 6-Figure Presidents Club award shipped to you, hung up on the wall. Where are you going to put this thing?
Right there, so everybody can see it, right?
It's nice. Make sure these things are like $1,000. Make sure it doesn't fall down from that door, dude. I would maybe put it like to the right or something of you.
I'll move my diploma out of the way and put that there instead.
Yeah, there you go. Because I can just see you slam the door and this thing just falls and you're gonna be like, damn it, Brandon, ship me a new one. No, this is awesome, man. We can't wait to ship this to you. Cooper, huge congratulations. This is amazing.
Thank you.
And when are we going to get you, now that you've won this 6-Figure Presidents Club, and we're going to celebrate that, but of course, you and I wouldn't be where we're at today without big goals, right? So when are we going to see you on the 7-Figure Club?
Ooh.
You're close. You're 100K away, right?
Yeah, let's give it to the end of the year. Let's give it to the end of the year.
I think you'll get there in 90 days.
Wow. All right. I'll take that.
Because if you're at 800K, we only need 200K more. That's like another 1 to 4 contracts.
Yeah, that's true. Again, if you're going on full contract value, that's a good call.
Yeah, because it's always full contract value. Like,
you're right.
What's the MRR? But it's total sales. So that would be the ARR, annual recurring revenue. if you're looking at ARR, dude, you've got 1 or 3 deals away, it sounds like. If it's a 50K, well, if it's a 50K average deal size, then you're looking at 4 deals away from winning the club. How many deals are you doing a month, you think?
Last month we did, I did 6.
Oh, you'll get to 7-figure club in a month.
You're right. Yeah, I need to start looking at ARR. Yeah, I'm focused on MRR right now.
I mean, the MRR is great, but the total deal size is ARR. Like that's what we go off of. So that's amazing. But the way that you get to 10 million and 100 million is you obsess over the MRR number. So keep doing what you're doing,
exactly.
man.
Yeah.
Well, hey, Cooper, congrats on 6-figure club, and we're gonna see you in the 7-figure club in 1 or 2 months, man. I'm going to have Karen ship out your award. We're thrilled. We're so excited for you. Oh, and then last thing, what piece of advice do you have for people that are new to Seamless, just signing up? They're watching your video. They're like, man, Cooper in 4 months, 5 months, generated nearly $1 million in sales. How the hell, what's his secret? So what's your secret advice for the users tuning in today?
I'll do one tactical and then one not so tangible, but it's still important. So tactical is stop doing manual stuff that you don't have to do. Like if you can use a tool like Seamless, you'll save so much time and quite frankly, stress, because then when you feel like you have less, I mean, salespeople never have enough time in the day. Like never. I could literally work from 5 a.m. to 8 p.m. and I'm still going to be like, what else can I do? So stop doing things that you could do that you can automate, aka Seamless.
Love
2,
that. Smart.
I fully subscribe personally to still cold calling. Like I think picking up the phone still works. I actually think it's kind of a unique spot where it's like all we do now is like salespeople just spam email people all day. So if you're gonna stop, slow down, do a tad bit of research and call somebody and know why you're calling them, and they can recognize that quickly, that's going to go a lot longer, like a much further way than them getting another cold email that looks like every other salesperson. So we're big on calling here. We try to make 100 calls a week. So,
dude, I love that you guys are big on dialing. So it sounds like, hey, automate all the endless non-selling work with technology like Seamless. And then 2, don't be scared of the phone. Leverage the phone, because everyone's doing the easy stuff like email, like social. Like the hard stuff is having the confidence and the motivation and the wherewithal and the skills to be able to pick up the phone, call someone, pitch, close them on the appointment, the sale, whatever it may be.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I mean, you just got to accept that you're going to get told no way, way, way more than you get told yes. And you have nothing to lose if you're cold calling somebody. But if you email them before you call them, and they might already know your name whenever you tell them. They're like, oh, yeah, I've seen your email. I'm not interested.
I like that. That's great advice.
Just pick the phone up.
That's great advice. Pick up the phone. Cooper Krauss, congratulations. 6-figure club winner, $800,000 in 4 months. We're so happy for you, man. Where can the audience follow you, connect with you, learn from you for more?
Well, my LinkedIn is just Cooper Krauss, and I would say I would plug more than anything. I'm going to plug our podcast, the Startup Hustle podcast. It's co-hosted by our founders, Matt DeCourcy and Matt Watson. I've got a 3-part series on there about sales. One is about prospecting. The next episode is about discovery, and the third is about closing. Don't skip the first 2 episodes, because I know that's what you guys want to do.
Wow.
You guys want to go straight to closing. Yeah. Check out the first amazing. 2, and then check out all the other ones. I think we get about 70,000 downloads a month. I mean, we've got a great platform. Those guys know what they're talking about, and we bring on other CEOs and entrepreneurs every week to talk about their experience and passion in the startup space. So it's pretty badass. Dude,
hey, let me know when you want me on, man. I'm ready.
All right.
That's awesome. Make sure you guys subscribe to the podcast. If you need development support, I've used models like Full Scale. It's absolutely amazing. It helps you get up to speed instantly. I'm trying to hire engineers right now. We've been searching for 90 to 120 days, and it's still taking forever. A team like Full Scale can come in, boom, you're off to the races in literally days, not months, not years. And it saves companies Like literally, companies will survive or thrive or die depending on how fast they can engineer their products and get it to market. So congrats, Cooper, to you, your founders, the team. Congratulations on going from 0 to 200, leveraging the power of Seamless. Congrats to you on joining Six Figure Club, 800K in 4 to 5 months. And welcome to the President's Club.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate you having me on, Brandon.
Thank you for listening to Sales Secrets with Brandon Bornancin. If you enjoyed the show, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button right now so you never miss an episode that drops on the daily. Your success is our success. This show is sponsored by Seamless.AI, the world's best sales leads. Get direct dials, emails, and cell phones for anyone in seconds. Request an invite to join for free at Seamless.AI. That's Seamless.AI.